HVAC Practice Exam 2, number 19. Do these equations mean the same thing? Why are they different? I tried using the one provided in 362, but got a different answer. And we have isentropic flow relationships here in one place in the reference handbook, and then somewhere else, constant entropy processes looking like this. And that's a great question. So it's a bit of algebra to show it, but I think it's worth going through just to kind of convince ourselves that the answer is yes, they are the same. So let's just start with a little exponents review. This is stuff you know, but it's good to once in a while just kind of do this. So if we have some number a raised to some exponent x equaling something else, and we want to get a by itself, then how do we do that? Well, when we raise something that's already raised to a power to another power, we multiply the exponents. So if we were to take that a to the x and raise it to the 1 over x, then we would get b to the 1 over x on the right, because we have to do the same thing on the right as we did on the left. And then a to the x raised to the 1 over x, we multiply x and 1 over x, which is x over x, which is 1. So a to the x over x equals a to the 1, which equals a. And the right side then equals b to the 1 over x. So in short, a to the x equals b is the same thing as a equals b to the 1 over x. Those are equivalent statements that we can make. So with that in mind, let's go back and look at the equations at hand. We have this one that relates pressure and temperature with this ratio being in the exponent. And we want to show that that's the equivalent statement to this one here, where the temperatures are by themselves and the pressures are on the other side, but the exponent's changed a bit. So how do we do that? Well, let's start with this expression here and just write that down. So that's P over 2 over P1, P2 over P1 equals T2 over T1 raised to the K over K minus 1. And that's all in the exponent. And now we want to get T2 over T1 by itself. Well, we can use this same idea. If this thing on the left was our A, and this thing on the B on the right is our B, well, I guess it's kind of the other way around, isn't it? Because this is the one that doesn't have an exponent. So basically what we have to do here is raise both sides to the reciprocal of the exponent. So we're going to raise both sides to the k minus 1 over k. So this one becomes k minus 1 over k. And then on the right side, I'll skip the details here, but it's going to be T2 over T1 raised to the k over k minus 1 raised to the k minus 1 over k, such that the multiplication of those two fractions results in 1, and we just have T2 over T1 raised to the 1, which is T2 over T1 by itself. And now we'll check. We should have P2 over P1 raised to the k minus 1 over k. And yes, we do. The other one that's probably a little bit easier to show is the one with the density, because here they're using specific volumes. Whoops. Here they're using specific volumes, and here they're using density. So if we say P2 over P1 is rho 2 over rho 1 to the k, rho 2 over rho 1 to the exponent k, then if we wanted that instead to be specific volumes, the specific volume is the inverse of the density. So we would want to invert this ratio. So then this becomes specific volume 1 over specific volume 2. But it's still raised to the k, so there should be no change there. Yeah, specific volume 1 over 2 to the k. So if you just see this, you might say, oh, is something wrong here? Is there a typo? Like it's 2 over 1. Shouldn't this be 2 over 1? No, it's 2 over 1 if it's density. If it's specific volume, it's correct that it's inverted. It should be. And then the last one here, since we're on an algebra streak, let's just show them all. I think it's helpful. Like I said, if you don't do this all the time, once in a while, you got to just get out your sharp pencil and make it happen. So the last one that we might want to show is for the temperatures and the specific volumes, which is this one at the bottom. And I think this is kind of the hardest one to do, even though it really shouldn't be. I guess I would start by writing maybe this expression here with the densities. Why don't we start with that? So we'll do T2 over T1 raised to the K over K minus 1. And that's directly from the other page. And we already know that that's equal to rho 2 over rho 1 to the K. But we also know that that is equal to little v1 over little v2 to the K. So now if we want to get T2 over T1 by itself, we have to use the same idea as we did here. We got to raise it to the reciprocal of the exponent. So we're going to raise this whole left side to the K minus 1 over K. And that will make the exponent 1, and then it will become itself. So this left side will just become T2 over T1. How did we do that? We raised it to the K minus 1 over K. So that's what we've got to do on the right side. And we're interested in the volume, so we're going to work with this one. We're going to not deal with this one right now. So, oops. So that's going to be V1 over V2 raised to the K. And now we're taking that whole thing and raising that to the K minus 1 over K. And we multiply the exponents. So K over K is 1. And now that right side equals V1 over V2 raised to the K minus 1. T2 over T1 equals V2 over V1 raised to the K minus 1. So, in summary, yes, they reconcile. You can use any of these relationships when it's an isentropic situation, constant entropy, and you can be confident that they work. And now you've witnessed the evidence algebraically, so you never have to do that. I would never recommend doing that during the PE exam. And I would definitely recommend doing that on your own when you're studying sometime, because I think it's a valuable exercise just to dust off the algebra skills from time to time.